Hi, it's Thad with Willoway. It's June 4th. Today we want to talk a little bit about some of the things we're doing with trimming. There's a lot of trimming at this time of year, split trims, keeping things saleable, and looking at peak. So we're going to shoot some stuff today on some of the different things we do. But we want to stop and talk a little bit about a couple new varieties of roses from the Knockout series. This is Easy Breezy here, this yellow. That comes out of bud. It's a nice bright yellow and fades to more of a white when it's finishing off. Very fragrant in here, so it's got a good scent to it. Nice strong grower. From a yellow standpoint, from the growing side of things, I think it's a good grower. We haven't had really any big issues. To let everybody know, we do a regular weekly spray program on our roses for fungicide to protect against black spot and some of the other things. We also mix in an insecticide every so often. With aphids could be an issue in roses. Sometimes spider mites, but generally we haven't had a bigger problem with spider mites as being an issue. Aphids tend to be the bigger problem. We do split trim some of these crops, so we'll show you pictures of that coming up. We're at 769 degree days. We're kind of rapidly climbing here. What I consider from 700 to 1,000 is a pretty big, lot of pests get started at this. Right now we're kind of in scale mode. So at 880, or 820, I'm sorry, Japanese maple scale becomes an issue, the first crawler. It kind of ties out to when Japanese tree lilacs are blooming. We're also dealing with lesser peach tree borer, adult emerge, or greater peach tree emerging as adults. So borer sprays are kind of coming on here. And then there's a bunch of scales. So we've got striped pine scale, European fruit lecanium scale, and Fletcher scale are all right in this window right now. So Fletcher scale, really want to watch. U's can be a problem there, so open those up. Make sure that you're checking down in. If you see a lot of black in there in the inside of a U, that would be where you'd be looking. So behind me we got the orange, which is kind of comes out as a bright orange and then goes to more of a pink. But you might want to try one of these if you haven't used, if you're looking for a good yellow out there, come back to something like this. Hi, we're different location in the nursery, continue on with roses since it's rose month. Wanted to talk a little bit about our split trims, and so you can see we've got stuff that's in full flower. We've got the ones right behind me are just starting to set buds again. We've got some stuff up on the top of the hill, so we've got we do about quarters of our crops every about 10 days, and that helps us keep the product as fresh as possible and the most shelf life for everybody, and that's how we keep them really looking nice. And as you can look behind and crossed, you can really see that we do that throughout our crops, so we do a really good job. The pacing of it really depends on the weather a little bit. It also depends on the time of year. We also come into fall, we stop doing it because we want the plants to kind of harden off for the year and start to kind of get ready for winter. So it's important, but as you can see, this also helps us with just leaf diseases, not getting too dense of canopies, and looking good and really full looking plants. And that's what really the key is making them look nice for when they land at your facility.